Who are you people? Where's my friend Kyle? What's happening? Help! I'm so fucking scared! I'm just kidding. It's just Brooke and Becca. It's a Tall Test Amateur 3020 talk show. Just hurry up, Becca and Brooke ruled you. It's the T show. Hurry up, Becca and Brooke and roll. The show.
Well, our tens place is a 10.
Tens is a 10. 10.
And then I got a 6, so we're at 16.
Numbers. Whoa. That's kind of crazy because that is the question that I already had highlighted on the question sheet right now. So that's a little spooky. And we are going to have only 2 minutes to discuss. So get locked in, ladies. 2 minutes to discuss a very simple question, which is, which mechanic from the game do you wish you could apply to real life? And time starts now. And I don't even know what that might mean. What kind of mechanics could one apply to real life?
Mechanic of being able to do magic, please.
You want to be able to do magic? That's good.
Yeah, right? That's the easy answer.
I'm going to take all magic as my answer. That's
just
good.
All of it.
I
did immediately think of Zone of Truth. Like, I was like, man, that would be really helpful. Like, and especially in today's world, I think that would be pretty nice. So, yeah, we'll put on all magic.
All magic.
Yeah, but you can just be a politician and talk around it. I feel like that wouldn't really be that helpful.
I know. They just wouldn't talk.
That's
they just
true.
wouldn't answer. I'm just not going to answer that question.
Back.
They would just be like, you're a nasty person for asking that question, is what they would say.
You?
Yeah. So
you don't trust people.
I'd like to get death saves in real life. I'd like it if it was just, you just need to have like a little bit better than 50% luck to just be alive. And if anything happens to you.
Yeah.
That feels real low, though. That, like, I don't know if I love that.
That's better than in real life. If I get shot in the chest in real life, I don't get to just have like a 50
incident.
Yeah, exactly what I mean. I mean like if I get downed, it's that easy for people to bring me back.
He means what he says.
Yes.
I was just imagining it like just being like at any given moment in time, you roll your death save and
just
we'll
check.
see.
Just see.
How about real life leveling up? Wouldn't it be nice if you had hard levels that you could just hit and you're like, oh, I'm better now. I feel really healthy all of a sudden.
Taking a feat, that would be cool.
Ooh.
That would be really cool. I think even having the concept of just like earning XP and like guaranteeing an eventual level up is really satisfying. Just as someone who's like very pro sticker chart and like gold star energy, that would be a very satisfying thing for me to just like.
The problem is Becca chooses XP, but we're doing milestone leveling up here, so it just doesn't really apply to her life at all, which is the major issue.
We're just gonna do like the hybrid, so it's the most confusing possible.
Yeah, exactly. And on that note, time is up, folks. Welcome to the show, everybody. Hey, if you're listening, you may have noticed Kyle sounds a little different this week.
That does sound different.
He does sound different. He's been replaced. He made himself not available to me to record. And so I busted out the old reliables. I put up the bat signal for Hugh and Namby and they came to me. So welcome.
The book club's back.
Yes, the book club is back for the superior episode. And this is normally the part of the episode where we would discuss news. And talk about stuff that's been out. I can't talk about Death of Magic 3 because I'm assuming Becca didn't stay up last night to listen to it as it went live.
I did not.
We can't discuss the events of that.
Good stuff in there if I do say so myself.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun app.
The first two have been very like edge of my seat, hyperventilating at times.
It really chills out in the third one.
It's so
I wouldn't worry.
I could see that coming. It kind of seems like you guys already hit the peak and Kyle didn't have any more doom and gloom.
Kyle said, let's just have just for Becca, we're going to have like a fun baking mini game cooldown is all that the rest of it is.
We all acknowledge it's been a little intense. So we're just going to go and bake a little bit and cozy up.
Ooh, so nice. Yeah. So that's out there if you want to listen to Death of Magic 3. And also keep going to my Twitch streams for Dokimon, where there's maybe one this week. Kyle doesn't really tell me. I don't know what our schedule is or how many of them we're doing. So
you just show up.
I think they're every Thursday until he tells me not. So there should be one the Thursday after you're listening to this episode. And if you're listening to this episode too, it's a free one. This is for everybody. So say hi to everybody.
Everyone gets Becca and Brooke.
Yeah, that's the treat
Hi,
that you
everybody.
get. This is what, and if you like this episode, the Patreon always has Becca and Brooke. And if you don't like it, it never has them. So don't worry.
Yeah, especially if you pay like for the top tier, it's just Becca and Brooke 24/7.
There's two versions.
No Scott or Kyle even. It's just us.
Yeah, we get all the money, but they are the selling point. It's nice. It's a good setup for us.
We are the faces of the top tier.
Ooh, all right. I don't have any more news, so we're going to need to roll a question on the patron sheet. I will roll for the question. One of you is going to have to determine the time. Actually, almost every single one of them says to roll for time with advantage that's in here, so you can just each roll, and we'll just take whoever's higher.
Okay.
I wonder who will be higher rolling a D20. Will it be
I'm using new dice, guys. It's up in the air, although they have been rolling pretty well.
This is an interesting question we've gotten here. And I want to know how much time there is for it.
I got a 17.
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
Jesus Christ, a 17 you would. Okay.
You should have asked Brooke to roll.
I should have just asked Brooke to roll. You're right about that. Well, this question is... Okay, Ryan, we're going to ignore one part of your question because I'm not going to make... Now, this is interesting. Sorry, I read the question. Now I'm reading the bottle service perk. And there's one part of the bottle service perk that I feel is worth maybe ignoring for your guys' sake, which is you have to have one hand submerged in ice water for the entirety of the conversation.
I'm not doing that for 17 minutes.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
I would do that. That would be fine.
But it also says, but you must roll a D10 with a +2 modifier for the minutes, not a D20. So we can't use those D20 rolls that you just did. For this question. And also we can ignore the ice water part because I don't feel like going to get ice water and I got to pick up my kid in like an hour. So we don't have time for this.
Yeah, that's the more thing is it's going to take me a bit to go get the ice water.
So we're not going to waste time. We're going to re-roll your rolls with
D10?
D10s with advantage. Okay. And I know that the point of that is supposed to be because of the ice water part, but judges are saying I'm allowed to do whatever I want. So
we can just pretend.
Yeah, exactly. I got a 10.
You got a 10, classic.
I got a 6.
So we're talking for 12 minutes about this question then. So let me get that time added. And that question...
I didn't need to roll. You rolled Brooke and I's original rolls.
Ooh,
highest option.
That's lovely. This is from Ryan, aka Zombie Doc. He says, there are 8 exotic languages in D&D. Which one's the most difficult to learn and which one's the most fun to swear in? I don't know. Time starts now. Let's figure it out. He gave me a link to the languages. The exotic languages are as follows: Abyssal, Celestial, Draconic, Deep Speech, Infernal, Primordial, Sylvan, and Undercommon. And I can tell you the typical speakers of each of these if you'd like, if that you think will provide you any further insight about which one would be the hardest to learn to speak.
I feel like I have an idea on that.
Okay, you already know.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like you know the answer or you
no
have an idea. Oh, okay.
Okay. Who speaks what? That's what I meant.
Oh, you think you're so smart? Oh, who speaks Draconic then? Huh? If you're
I actually don't. What is an aberration? That's just like a monster.
Yeah, it's like the monsters. So, like, isn't Beholder an aberration and stuff?
Well, it says deep speech is spoken by aberrations, aboleths, and beholders. Mm-hmm. Oh, aberrations like mind players, aboleths, and beholders.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think that primordial is probably the hardest to learn because it's like the furthest removed. The word primordial in my brain makes me think of like bacteria and shit.
See, that's interesting to me. Here's my thoughts on that, right? It is the hardest to learn on some level because it's hard to find someone who speaks it and it's way back maybe. But it's also so basic that maybe if you can find somebody, it's very easy to piece it together.
Maybe it's just like embedded inside of us in our cores. Like we just need to tap into it.
I was thinking it's like not a like typical language of maybe like even sounds that your mouth makes because it's like primordial, right? So it could be like abstract and ethereal or something.
That's true.
Maybe not ethereal, but like abstract.
Yeah.
I kind of think of that though, the same, I mean, for a lot of these, like Draconic is spoken by, my mouth isn't like a dragon's mouth. Can I even make the noises that a dragon can make?
I was thinking that like Draconic was like my initial thought, but then I remembered Abyssal is like actually, I think in the text, it's like the book itself is supposed to be like the really freaking hard. It's just like guttural noises and like hissing and stuff like that. So I think that's like in the same vote in my brain, at least, as like Draconic of like, it would be really hard for our anatomy to make.
I could see that.
That was my gut instinct.
I could see that, but
and
I think
always imagine Celestial as just twinkling, like just angel twinkles.
part of me wants to think Celestial is like you almost, and Abyssal, I guess, it's like you almost have to be a higher being to be able to speak them, is what it feels like it should be to me, because like it's heavenly.
It's too much for our tiny little brains to even comprehend.
I do think the other part of the
like
question, I do think Abyssal has got to probably be the most fun to swear in, because like demons have to have good swear words.
They've got probably so many swear words.
I was thinking Abyssal on that as well.
But maybe,
although wouldn't it be kind of fun to swear in like Sylvan, because it's just like, oh, I'm a pretty little fey creature, and maybe people don't know you're swearing, but you're just like,
that's true.
Cussing them out.
It's like cursing in French, where like it sounds beautiful, you know, when you're hitting somebody with the ultimate burn. I don't think I knew that Sylvan was a fey creature thing. It always sounded darker to me. I've taken Sylvan probably on like a third of my care. I always just pick one of these stupid languages, knowing that it will never come up whenever I make a character. Do you guys ever have your languages come up when you make a character?
I think I have actually.
I have, but it's usually like if it never works out well for me if someone's using like existing source material, like if someone's like repurposing a dungeon that already was there, odds are good no. But like I've had like cool DMs that target my languages.
Yeah, I always want that. I always feel like I want the languages I pick to come into play more in the adventure. Like I love, it doesn't, I mean, it has happened, but it doesn't happen all that often. I love when it's like, does anybody speak Goblin? It's like, hey, fuck yeah, I do speak Goblin. I can talk to this guy. I like it also as a way to force like maybe a character who's less of a face to be the one who has to interact. Try to find a language that only like a quieter person at the table speaks. It's a fun way to do
like it when it's like the language that, you know, like the lughead barbarian or something randomly speaks. And so it's the person that's not supposed to be really cerebral that's having to like decode the puzzle. I think that's always just very fun to me to add that level of chaos in there. Like I think it'd be very fun if like T-Bone in the home campaign was like charged with solving like a thinking puzzle by himself.
Yes.
that would be great.
I've had that kind of happen with Skort, because he speaks Gnomish and Goblin, because I've just put that it was like wrestling background. Like he used to do like gnome wrestling matches against like 30 gnomes at once or whatever, or they had a goblin heel. So we have encountered people where it's like, oh, I can talk that. Now you of all people? Yeah, I'm cultured. All right. A barbarian can be cultured.
Brooke just had that with one of her characters, Rakakuni. Like his languages kept coming up too. Like
yes, Rakakuni was a man of many languages. Oh, I loved him.
He was a man of many talents in general. And yes, he was a raccoon. For those at home that are listening to this, a raccoon artificer, and he ruled.
He was a raccoon chef. Raccoon chef, hence the name.
That makes it. I mean, that doesn't. Did you control anybody by their hair as Rakakuni?
No, it never came up, unfortunately.
Did you ever use control person or anything as a spell? Like, it just feels like it would have been so nice.
No, I was really not charismatic and did not have those kind of spells as that character.
Yeah. Did my character use control person? I think so.
Control
was that
monster,
part of my wand
maybe?
or that staff thing? I don't know.
Who was your character?
Anyways,
we have 5. We have 6 more minutes to fill. So tell me more about your character, okay?
Mine was Percival Potbelly. He was a little potbelly pig bard, and he was a cutie patootie who always had fistfuls of candy that he was handing out to people. But it was really nerve-wracking playing like I don't play charisma characters that often. That might be my only one. And it's kind of hard when like you yourself aren't really good at thinking on your feet and being able to talk to strangers to then have to do that.
So naturally you've signed up to be a guest on a podcast entirely about having to think on your feet and just fill time.
I did think of that as soon as I said yes to this. I was like, oh, what did you just do back?
Perfect.
But yeah. Percival, I don't remember Percy's languages, but I really like, we've talked about it before, and I got a chaser. I don't remember what it was for. one of the chasers where we talked about it's really cool when the DM takes time to go through and gets those little random traits off of your character sheets and gives you a time to like shine. But it is very funny as the DM when you do that and the person has forgotten that they have that ability and you're just like staring at them across the table like, oh no, if only someone had this really arbitrary trait and would read their character sheet right now, that'd be super cool.
I feel like this is focused at me for some reason. I'm sure this has happened to me.
Becca's just been staring at Brooke this whole time, not blinking.
Just staring at. I'm still, even though years later I'm no longer her DM. I'm just like, come on, Brooke, focus up, girl.
I also do the thing that you do, Scott. Where like I like for like that third or whatever like last language, I'll always just be like, I don't know. It's celestial.
Yeah.
I'm whatever. If it comes up, great.
Of course.
Like, just
of
pick
course,
a most
my
random
fire
one.
genasi speaks Loxodon or whatever. Of course, that would happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just how it works. They met an elephant once. I don't know. Going back to the original question here for these 4 minutes we have left, I am thinking about swearing in Undercommon. I feel like is probably good too, because I just imagine Undercommon is like the like British Cockney version of Common or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like the
totally.
dock
They probably
worker.
have a lot.
Yeah, like they've got a lot of.
They're very flavorful with their phrasing and stuff. Yeah,
I want to know what's going on with the Undercommon dudes out there. The spoken
Well,
by
aren't
underworld
they, like,
traders.
Aren't Undercommon like dark elves and stuff? Don't they? They have like a lot of beef with other races, like in the books.
Don't elves always have beef with
deep
other
speech?
races?
Yeah, I know. Like the Drow are like the ultimate elves having beef with literally everyone, including themselves.
Let me see. Well, let's see. Undercommon does say the script is elvish, and deep speech has no script. They're going off script. There's no way to write that shit down. So maybe deep speech is hardest to learn. You can't even you can't even find a book or anything. Yeah, you can only learn it through oral tradition.
It's just like orally
And where the fuck are you going to get an
beholder?
aboleth that's going to teach you how to speak deep speech?
You guys don't have aboleths just like around all the time?
We did have an aboleth in Ryan's.
What is an aboleth? I don't actually know that one.
In this case, it was like I think it was like in a rock or hold on. I got to look it up now exactly what they are. It had been like when we had it was like trapped inside of like a cursed rock or something that took over one of the players. It says they're a race of malevolent eel-like aberrations with potent psionic abilities.
This does feel like a Ryan creature. Yeah.
It was pretty cool though. I feel like it was like a sorcerer put the aboleth into a stone to like store some information or something, and then Brian, iambic pentameter himself, of course, like grabbed it immediately without any protection of any kind and was cursed, I think, without any of us realizing for several sessions that he had.
Wow.
He wouldn't we had to like force the aboleth out of his head. He wouldn't let go of the rock, we realized at one point. We had to like hold him down and take it and remove the curse from him. It was a pretty good time. Pretty fun. So aboleth, tough to learn. You might get cursed. I guess it's like maybe they communicate more psionically, I guess, right? If it's maybe that's what deep speech is. That would make sense
too if like mind flayers and beholders and kind of are all in there too. They're all with messing with your brain stuff.
I'm going to say that's very hard to learn to be psychic. So thus far, I've tried a lot in my life and it has not worked out no matter what I do. And not fun to swear psychically either, I don't think. You really want to...
Yeah, you don't really get the full effect.
No. Swearing psychically is like being a kid and being mad at your parents and going into your room, and like you slam the door and you're like... No, you won't. You can't say anything.
Just to the door.
You're trying to get in trouble, but you're screaming in your head.
If you swear psychically, would it do psychic damage if you do a good enough job?
Ooh, that's interesting. I think if you swear psychically, you should be able to curse somebody because it's a curse word. So I think that.
Oh, I like it. Yeah.
That's what we should play something where if you say curse words, you actually get cursed or something. Like,
that would be hard.
That would be very difficult. All right, we've got 15 more seconds to speak about languages.
I'm going to lock in my answer on abyssal for me. I feel like that one would be really hard, although deep speech is up there considering there's no written down language. So that would be really hard to do without getting eaten by a monster.
All right, and Becca has used all the remaining time locking in her answer.
Oh.
So that is it, folks. You will never hear what Brooke and I answered.
You'll never know.
Woo! 2 questions
changed my
down,
mind.
guys. We are blasting through this.
We'll get you through to Dadia in time.
Thank you. But it's time for us, I think, to slow things down. Speaking of primordial, today is, what is today? Today's Dino Day or something? Why are we doing dinosaurs? I don't remember why I told
I think
you.
June 1st is Dino Day.
June 1st is Dino Day, and I did look it up a week ago, and I don't remember what I looked up, but we are drafting dinosaurs. That's the headline. That's all that matters. That's what's important. And okay, so if we're gonna do a draft, we have to roll for initiative, and I'll allow you. And then we
subtract 2.
I was about to say, you may each determine for yourself what you think your dexterity modifier is. Kyle and I are -2. If you want to be higher, you may be, but I won't make that decision for you. Ooh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I mean, it is, but it could be worse. All right, what are we rocking here? I have rolled an 11 for my initiative.
Oh, me too. 13 -2.
Oh my gosh, roll off. Ooh.
Okay, 15 -2, 13.
17 -2, 15.
Ooh.
And
that was my first roll. 17 -2,
all right.
15.
So with the first, we're going Brooke, me, Becca. Do we want to do, since there's 3 of us, do we want to do it snake style, or do we want to do it just going through 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 versus 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1?
I'm good with snake. Snake draft makes more sense, I think.
All right, snake it is.
I like snakes.
That means you get 2 picks in a row when you eventually get your pick, Becca. And I'll be going after every other. All right, so Brooke, you get to go first in this dino draft. Now, we have not established any rules for this dinosaur draft. I didn't specify if we are doing types of dinosaurs, dinosaur characters.
We specified nothing.
And that is how we like things here on the TTTTTS. Zero specification, as little work ahead of time as possible. So I say anything goes, but I guess if you draft like Brontosaurus, then that means I can't draft a character who is a Brontosaurus. But if I draft a character first who just happens to be a Brontosaurus, I think you can still draft remaining Brontosauri for yourself.
All but that one.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm hoping you guys only do characters because just block the whole list by the time it gets to me.
We'll see what happens here. I did a little bit of brainstorming, but I wrote nothing down. I thought I'd come in here just
going
off the dome.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Off the dome. Okay. Well, I am going the character route.
Beautiful.
I had quite the obsession as a child with the Land Before Time series.
I knew this was coming.
Thank you.
I got crossed
have
out
a brand.
Well,
you don't know who I'm picking.
Okay, that's true. It might be a different dinosaur you might have a different person on your list than Brooke. You never know.
Oh, it's true.
Because I am not going with the main character of Littlefoot. I'm going with Ducky.
Ducky.
That was mine too.
Fucking would. You both have Ducky energy. Fucking Ducky lovers.
Ducky's so cute.
Ducky's so cute. Ducky and Petrie are just so. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Who would pick the main?
She's like the piglet, but like without all the anxiety. So she's just like a plucky little friend. I love Ducky.
All right. I'll support
she's my
Ducky.
first pick.
Cute.
Which one is Petrie? Oh, Petrie's the pterodactyl.
Petrie's the flying one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I always liked Ducky, but I found the relationship with Spike kind of depressed me as a kid. I just felt kind of sad that like Spike didn't talk or whatever, and just felt like kind of this odd outcast. It made me sad. Even though they found a family, it still made me sad that they were in that situation. I struggled.
The Land Before Time is a sad, brutal movie.
It's
the first one. It is.
It's true.
It's
in
one of those.
preparation of this, I tried to watch it this week because I haven't seen it in probably like 30 years. But it's like really hard to find and expensive for an hour movie. So maybe you can watch that as a break during our Buffy marathon.
I might have it on VHS tape, honestly. So I might have to dig through and see if we can watch. I'll bring a TV over with the VHS player, VCR. I'll be taking the sharp tooth. No, I'm just kidding. I will not take the evil dinosaur. This is tough. Okay, my first pick. I did have Land Before Time characters in mind for myself, but I don't think that they're like my default dinosaur. When I think dinosaur, the first dinosaur that pops into my head is the and I'll draft a specific one so they can still be out on the board. I think it's called a Dilophosaurus, is the type of dinosaur that has the big neck thing and spits the ink out.
Yeah.
The one that kills Newman
cool.
in Jurassic Park. Yeah, that's the first dinosaur I want, because that thing scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, and I think they're so cool.
That scene was so
I know.
I still kind of clench at it just as like a holdover from childhood. I'm like,
it's just such an interesting. I love dinosaurs or any creature that just like, it feels like this isn't even something that should exist in nature to me. It doesn't even feel like an organic being in a way. Something that has like a big ruffle neck that comes out and can spit goo at you is like, that's a like legitimate monster.
Toxic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they swarm too, evidently. If the movie is to be, they're like in packs like that. Like,
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So that is my first pick, is the Dilophosaurus that kills Dennis Nedry in Jurassic Park.
That's awesome. All right. Mine are a little different from characters, but they're a little bit like 90s nostalgia. So my first one is Dino Nuggets.
Oh, that's good.
That's going to be my first draft pick.
Classic.
I love that. What's your brand of Dino Nuggets?
Did not cross my mind.
Yeah,
that's a great pick.
And when you get a Dino Nugget, are you looking for more the little Stegosaurus-y shaped guys or the T-Rex shaped guys?
So I like it when they have like the more appendages that stick out, because I feel like those get crispier. Yeah, and they're like better for like, yeah. So I think I'm a crispy person in general when it comes to fries and nuggets and tenders and stuff. And so, yeah, that I like the appendages because they get real crispy.
I agree. I'm down.
So my next pick, because I get to go again, right? In snake order?
Yes, you do.
Okay. My second pick is the magic growing dinosaur capsules. They're the little like capsule, like that look like pills, and then you put them in water and expands and make little spongy dinos. Because for some reason I loved all of those kind of things in the 90s, where I would be like those. And then there was also like magic growing towels, I know was a thing for a while, where you would soak it and it would expand and become like a whole towel.
Towels.
Yeah,
that's so fun
like
for
Disney
kids.
did those.
Wow, I can't wait to play with my towel.
If you make anything Disney shaped, I'm in, man. But yeah, so that's my second pick, is those magic growing dinosaur capsules.
We turned towels into a science experiment and they just couldn't keep Becca away. All right.
You put tiny little sponges and capsules and I am in. I want to see what dino is hidden in there.
All right, I love that.
There's going to be like one other person that freaks out about that too and appreciates my weird ass pick.
I hope that they do. I like the dinosaur toy idea. It's the towel thing that really lost me.
Yeah, no, the towels are I'm not taking towels. That would be greedy of me.
Towels not part of the draft.
Towels are not part of the dinosaur draft.
Towels are not part of the draft because those were not dinosaur shaped.
I don't know, linens and things draft that we'll do down the line.
Our Bed Bath & Beyond draft.
You must draft one thing from the bedroom, one thing from the bathroom, and one thing from beyond every round. Okay, great. It's back to me for my second pick. I'm going to take, speaking of 90s and toys, I'm going to take somebody who doesn't start off as a dinosaur, but is in the show that I watched as a kid. I'm taking Megatron from Transformers, specifically Megatron from Beast Wars, where he is a T-Rex. I had that toy when I was a kid, and it fucking rocked. It
was a very cool
just
toy.
A sick-ass toy. Not much more needs to be said. It is a T-Rex that turns into a robot, and you can fight Optimus Prime with it, and that's about as great as anything can be. I thought about taking Grimlock, who is also a transformer that turns into a dinosaur, but he looks less like a real dinosaur to me, so it's just not as exciting.
Just dinosaur adjacent?
Yeah, he looks like if you tried to make a dinosaur out of like car parts, whereas Megatron looks like an actual dinosaur when he's in
like
his
metal
form.
dino.
Yes.
Yeah.
Boom. And Brooke,
boom.
It's back to you. You got 2 picks.
Okay. Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Snake style, baby.
I think I'm sticking with my characters. So I am second going to draft Rex from Toy Story.
That's a solid choice. Yeah.
He's so good.
He's so cute.
I can't think of the name of his voice actor, but
Wallace Shaw.
Yes. I mean, he's just perfect. He's got little arms. He's anxious.
He's so good.
He's great.
He is. Have you seen the Partysaurus Rex short starring Rex?
I think I have, but it's been a minute.
That one's good. It's just that's all I want to say. I think there's Toy Story shorts that are worth watching and ones that aren't really. I think Partysaurus Rex is worth watching. I like it when they can design the short around a new kind of toy. And that one's all around like bathtub toys. So it's like a whole new dynamic to explore for toys. I'm waiting for the sex toys one. It has to happen eventually.
Yeah, it's just a numbers game.
At one point, these toys are going into Story movies.
Yeah, they're going to go into Bonnie's mom's room and they're going to find some weird shit in one of these
They're
going to
go into the nightstand.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, third choice. Did anyone else watch Dinosaurs? Exclamation, right? Did it have an exclamation point?
I don't know if it had an exclamation point.
Maybe it didn't.
You talking about the Sinclair family?
The Sinclair family, yes. I'm going to draft baby Sinclair, obviously.
He's the baby. Gotta love him. I mean,
he's the baby. Gotta love him. I used to say that like nonstop as a kid. I'm sure my parents thought it was really, really funny.
They probably loved it.
I bet they did. I have a baby Sinclair emote on Twitch, so I'm fond of this. Of this pick.
Yes.
They were on my mental short list, I would say, baby Sinclair.
And not to like spoilers, I guess, for Dinosaurs if you want to watch it first, but doesn't it end like with the meteor falling, or is that like a Mandela effect thing?
No, I think it opens with like a meteor missing and then ends with the meteor like coming to hit or something.
I mean, that's just classic 90s stuff where like kid shows today would never do that. They would never.
They would not. And kid shows today would not end with the family going extinct. You're right. About that.
Right. So that is my third pick.
I love it. Okay. For my third pick, and I'm surprised that this dinosaur is still on the board at this point, because I think they're one of the most lovable dinosaurs out there. They love me. I love them.
Yeah.
We're a great big family. Yeah. I'm talking about my best friend Barney. All right.
He's my next pick.
Yeah.
Barney, you're coming home with me. Brooke didn't want you badly enough, so I'm taking you. All right, buddy.
I almost took him instead of baby Sinclair.
Aren't they doing a Barney movie with Daniel Kaluuya or something right now?
What?
I'm almost positive, which is like, I feel like that's Brooke catnip, honestly. I feel like you probably don't like it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was a big Barney fan as a kid. I had a stuffed Barney that I carried with me like everywhere.
Did you have the one where you squeezed his hand and he sang?
Yeah, he definitely.
We had the same one, I bet.
Yeah. Yep. So I think I eventually got a little older and had to be cool. And I was like, I hate this Barney. But deep down, I still have love. And I will, even though I didn't draft them, I do want to shout out, well, maybe somebody else will draft them. Sorry if I'm stepping on your toes. But the yellow dinosaur that hangs out with Barney, like DJ or something like that.
I think it is DJ.
Yeah.
I think DJ's right.
I was always a big fan of DJ.
Bob.
Yeah. So,
DJ,
just shout out to DJ.
Like everyone was named DJ in the 90s.
It's true.
So, yeah.
That's my third.
BJ.
I don't like that. I don't care for that.
Okay.
That's inappropriate. And speaking of BJ, Becca, you're up.
So my third pick. I'm just gonna keep going forward.
Yeah, keep going.
My third pick is another incredibly lovable dinosaur. Is Yoshi.
Damn it. Good pick.
I loved Yoshi's Island.
I did dispute
playing that with
now,
my cousins.
I like this pick.
Is Yoshi not a dino?
This is where I had a dispute with Celia on whether or not Yoshi counts as a dinosaur. Because in my mind, dinosaurs are of this earth and Yoshi's from the Mushroom Kingdom. So I don't know what the fuck he really is. Like, he's clearly not he's alive. He's not extinct. First of all, he's living contemporarily.
Maybe he just avoided extinction by going to the mushroom.
I guess. But do we think that the animals that exist in the Mushroom Kingdom have the same classifications as the animals of our human world?
Yes.
Okay.
He was on my long list.
Fair enough. And I'm willing to allow it. Specifically, I need everybody who's listening and the judges have okayed this. You have to picture the Yoshi from the live action Mario movie because he really looks like a dinosaur in that movie. So that's what you have to go with.
I haven't seen it or like anything with it,
go ahead
and
give him a Google. He's a cutie.
Is he actually, or does he suck?
He sucks.
He was also drunk during filming, just like everybody else.
Of course he was.
Oh no, let's see. Now I gotta look.
Yeah.
Yoshi.
He is actually kind of cute, but as a kid, I was like, that ain't fucking Yoshi, bro. Like, who are you trying to lie to me about?
Wait, it's like an actual,
it's like an actual what, Becca?
Velociraptor.
Exactly, it's like an actual dinosaur. Because in that movie, I think the dinosaurs... The Mushroom Kingdom world, it's like the dinosaurs left our world and evolved into people in that world or something. We have a shared ancestry in those movies. So that's why he looks like one.
So we'll just go with that being canon.
Yeah, of course. Perfect. And you do get Donald Glover as part of this draft now, too, because of the Mario.
Oh, wait.
Too late.
Hold on.
Sorry, he's Yoshi.
Too late.
So.
I get Donald Glover.
I get Daniel Kaluuya. You get Donald Glover. Brooke doesn't get any beautiful black men. This is a real problem for her.
I'm torn on what to choose for 4.
Did Don Cheadle ever play a dinosaur?
I'm going to go with Hugh T-Rex for my number 4 because that was incredibly fun to play.
Fun.
And I felt like it was appropriate with the 3 of us all together because I still just chuckle thinking of tiny Nambi on the back of a T-Rex. And it was just like a perfect, synergy with our powers combined, the 3 of us on there.
Beautiful.
And it was a lot of fun being a T-Rex. So that's going to be my number 4.
I love that pick. We're getting thin on the characters that I had written down, or not written down, but mentally prepared right now. There's a lot of dinosaurs on the table that I don't care for much, which is a problem. We've exhausted the ones that I really love. Here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to draft Reptile from Mortal Kombat, who, as we all know... The realm that he's from in the lore of Mortal Kombat is the origin point of dinosaurs, and all the dinosaurs left Earth realm, traveled to a new realm, and evolved into Reptile. So I think that Reptile should count as a dinosaur. If Yoshi does,
gave me Yoshi,
yeah, exactly.
So. And Donald Glover.
Just based on that same logic.
I'm cool with this.
Cool. Reptile from Mortal Kombat is my 4th pick. Wonderful. Can't remember the name of the realm that they're from. I know the vampire realm is called Vaeternus, but I can't remember the name of the dinosaur realm. It's gonna bother me.
Wow.
I'll figure it out.
Dinoturnus?
Could be Dinoturnus, yes. it's your pick, Brooke.
No.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, you have both your picks now, I think.
Yeah, you got pick 4 and 5.
All right. Let's see. There's so many good ones. I am next going to pick, going similar, the D&D route as Becca. As when you're a druid, you can turn into an Allosaurus.
Ooh.
And I did that a lot when I played a druid.
What are
they have a pounce attack?
I was going to say, what are the specific abilities of the Allosaurus?
I couldn't tell you all of their stats, but the special attack thing that they had was that if you were 20 or 30 feet away from something, you could run and then pounce on it, and you would get extra damage if you had that running start, and then you would knock them prone. So that was always fun to do, and just to imagine myself running around as a dinosaur was also very fun. So Allosaurus is going number 4 on my list, and then. Okay, Well. Did anyone else watch that really weird movie as a kid, We're Back?
Of course.
The animated dinosaur movie.
Of course.
It was it's so weird. I haven't watched it in a really long time, and now I want to watch it again because I know the plot's like kind of kooky, but it's like dinosaurs like in New York. Like they do like the Macy's Day Parade.
John
and
Goodman
stuff.
voices the main T-Rex.
Well,
named
if you
Rex.
guys get Donald Glover.
Oh, you're gonna take John Goodman.
I'm drafting a second dinosaur character named Rex.
Oh, good. 2 Rexes.
He's voiced by John Goodman from We're Back, and I get to hang out with John Goodman.
Perfect. Honestly, I'm pretty jealous of that. I love John Goodman.
All our dreams are coming true, really. Yeah.
Damn, good pick.
All right, that's my last
I think
pick.
we're nailing this.
I think this is so far. It's been a pretty great draft. I feel pretty great about it. Except I have no idea what I'm going to pick for my last pick, so I'm going to stall a bunch while I'm thinking here, and probably pick something that's not ultimately that satisfying or worthwhile. I'm trying to think if there's any properties that we haven't covered that are dinosaur themed. And by the way, just in case if anybody wanted to know, it's Zatara is the name of where Reptile's from in Mortal Kombat.
I was close.
You were close. Anybody know Reptile's real first name?
No.
Steve.
That's pretty close. You got 2 of the letters right. It's Sizoth.
Oh.
So I mean, you had an S and a T in there.
Just right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically the reptilian form of Steve.
Okay, let's think. Dinosaurs that I want to draft. Honestly, I feel like this is a lame pick because I already picked something from Jurassic Park, but it feels like to not draft the actual raptor from Jurassic Park, the clever girl, the fucking raptor, I have to take that one. I love the raptors scenes in Jurassic Park are like some of the best scenes in the history of cinema. Maybe they feel so fucking real. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
That movie is so
terrifying.
old and it looks so fucking real.
It looks so good.
How did they do it?
I truly don't know how they did it.
As a kid, I just legitimately thought like maybe they found dinosaurs. I don't know. Like, how did they do this? I was like, how'd they get the recordings of the dinosaur noises? They must have somehow found some.
Since they're always hunting in packs in the movie, I think you should, as long as Brooke's okay with it, you should just take the raptors in general so that they can stay in their clan.
All right.
That's what I had on my long list was just the raptors.
The raptors.
The raptors.
How about, I get them.
The Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, I was going to say, I get them and I get the Toronto Raptors, which means I get Scotty Barnes, who's maybe the only Scot in the NBA right now, so that's appropriate. I'll take him.
Pretty cool.
I got to tour their facilities like a couple months ago.
Really?
And it was pretty cool.
Why did you not tell me that?
Pick.
Why do you tell?
Did I not mention it?
You tell me about
it was on the
boring
Toronto
stuff.
trip.
You don't tell me about going to see the Raptors.
I don't tell you anything ever.
Talk about fucking museums and shit. I don't care about that.
Immediate betrayal.
About the Toronto Raptors.
Why did you not tell me that?
Why did you not? Yeah, no, I got to do like a behind the scenes tour of the arena.
That's awesome.
They were setting up for a Maple Leafs game. So like the court wasn't out, but I did get to go because it was a Maple Leafs game night. We went into the Raptors locker rooms and toured around there. So
you catch any
it was
print?
cool. Those doorways, real tall.
Nothing. I asked if you caught any print, which is when you try to see someone's dick through their shorts.
Why is it called that?
No.
Sorry for myself and my behavior.
So let's just recap now. The last 2 times that you have segued to me has been about BJ's and catching print.
Listen, I just want to know what Brandon Ingram is packing.
Brooke,
okay,
Scott, why does Brooke not get this heat too?
Well, all right, fine.
I'm too nice.
Yeah, that's true.
Fine.
We try not to sexualize Brooke. She's like Annie from Community.
We try not to sexualize her. She's pretty young.
Fine. All right. I know I put out a certain energy with my sense of humor too, so it's fine. I don't know which one I want to pick for my last dinosaur.
Those sky's the limit.
I'm going to toss this one out.
Okay.
But I understand that it might need a judge's ruling on this. Godzilla.
He was on my long list too,
He's
but I
not a
also
dinosaur.
had the same.
He's not a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Godzilla
That's
is created by the atomic bomb in the original movie. He is like an irradiated lizard in my mind.
Okay. That is fair. That's why I put it on there in case I could get
I know.
it. But
and listen, we are paying respect to him. We love Godzilla here. I want that to be clear. I just don't think he's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
He's also
does he live in the water?
He does, because he's the size of a fucking skyscraper, right? So like,
that's what I thought. And also, when I did my dinosaur research before I decided to just do characters, Google told me that no dinosaurs lived in the water.
Oh, what? They would have been had a different.
Are they classified differently?
Yeah,
like
apparently.
Elasmus or some shit like that. I can't remember what they're called.
It said they weren't technically dinosaurs.
Oh, I wonder what that category is. Now I know what I'm Googling after this.
I feel like Dot used to have like a kid's book that had what they were called in it. And I can't remember what it is anymore.
Okay. Okay, well then my last pick I think is going to be Dinosaurs from Power Rangers.
Yeah, the Zords. You're taking them?
Okay. Yeah, the dinosaurs. And I don't know them well enough to choose just one, so I'm sorry if I'm going to take the whole category.
I think it's totally acceptable to take the category. We just have to note that you don't get the Yellow Ranger or the Black Ranger Zords, because one of them is a mastodon and the other one's a saber-toothed tiger, and those aren't dinosaurs.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah,
but we do get.
Fair.
I think the Blue Ranger's a Triceratops, Red Ranger's a Tyrannosaurus, and the Pink Ranger's a pterodactyl. I don't know why I'm acting like I don't have Power Rangers toys right next to me at this very moment. Look, she morphs.
Man. So cool.
So sick.
Is there a toy of the pink pterodactyl? Because I would love to have that. That would rock.
I would love it. I loved all of those like Transformers style toys like growing up. Oh, they're so cool.
I was a big time Power Rangers fan as a kid. I never had the Zords as toys, I don't feel like, but I did have like all of their like specialized weapons, you know, like the Black Ranger has an axe, Red Ranger has a sword. Like I had something where they were substantial size. Like you could hit your sibling with them and get in trouble. You know, they had some heft. And then
you know from experience.
Exactly. And you could put them all together to make like their super blaster thing. It was fucking sick. Yeah. And then I moved in second grade and I lost the axe and I never saw it. And I think about it every fucking day of my life that I never found it again.
Oh, no.
It was my favorite toy.
That's a bummer, dude.
That sucks.
If anybody out there has the Black Ranger axe toy from the 90s and wants to send it to me and complete my dreams of owning it again someday, please feel free.
That's rough, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we run?
I'm sorry, kiddo.
Shall we run down our lists, ladies? Oh, no. One of you needed to message the Discord that we need them to roll. Kyle always does that. And I forgot.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. I'll stall for time while you do that, and I'll read through my list very slowly and sensually. Number 1, I got the Dilophosaurus. I'm not going to do that. Number 2, I got Megatron. The man himself, the man, the myth, the legend. I always thought it was kind of lame, though, that Megatron in Transformers Beast Wars is still called Megatron, but Optimus Prime is Optimus Primal. Like, why couldn't they come up with something that sounded a little more dinosaur-y for Megatron?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
That's fair.
I've got Barney. He's a friend to me and you. What kind of dinosaur is Barney?
T-Rex, right?
Is he?
Or Allosaurus. They're very similar looking.
I just always thought of him as a Barney.
Yeah.
Like, I know he's a dino, but like he's a Barney.
I mean, he's got the stumpy little arms. I always assumed T-Rex, right?
He might be a really friendly
I just think
T-Rex.
of him as somebody who would be, I can't think of him as a T-Rex because I can't picture Barney killing and eating another creature. And that's what I think T-Rexes do to live.
Vegan.
It's a vegan
Barney
T-Rex?
is a friendly 6-foot-tall Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Wow. Okay. He is a T-Rex.
He's easily recognized by his iconic bright purple color, green tummy, and green spots on his back.
Easily
Kyle votes
recognized.
for us.
Oh, that's very nice of him. And I've also got Sizoth from Mortal Kombat from the realm of Zatera, and the Toronto Raptors. That's my other pick.
2 for 1.
Yeah. Man, that's a cool pick, man. Their locker room ruled.
Caught so much print in there. Brooke, what do you got on your list?
The worst.
Number 1, Ducky, Land Before Time.
Hell yeah.
Number 2, Rex, Toy Story Edition. Number 3, Baby Sinclair from Dinosaurs. Number 4, Allosaurus from D&D as a druid.
Just the Allosaurus stat block.
Not the real one, just the D&D guy. Just the stat block of Allosaurus.
5,
Other Rex. We're back. John Goodman is my friend.
You got Wallace Shaw and John Goodman hanging out. What a party.
Oh, man. I didn't even think about that. Oh, man. What a time.
And I feel like we did a really good job with this, you guys.
We did. And Croak Goat, what do you got? What are you rocking?
I got Dino Chicken Nuggets.
Okay.
The Magic Growing Dinosaur Capsules.
Okay.
Yoshi and Donald Glover. Hugh T-Rex. And Dinosaurs from Power Rangers.
I love it. Gosh, I'm jealous you got Dinosaurs. They were on my list too. I should have taken them.
Can we do some quick honorable mentions?
Of course you may. Yes, you may.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You know, in the 90s when you used to make the beads, the bead animals?
Yes.
I loved the Stegosaurus bead animal. I would look at that in my little bead book and go, one day I'm going to do that.
I'll be good enough to make this. I love that.
And then one day I did.
Oh,
did you actually do it? So you got it?
I did do it.
Nice.
I love that.
And then I'm surprised no one picked Reptar from Rugrats.
Ooh. That's a good point.
I forgot about Reptar. Yeah.
I didn't even think that
I
is a dinosaur.
felt like I couldn't pick both Toy Story and Reptar.
You know? In my brain, I equate Reptar as like their version of Godzilla, so I don't think of him as a dinosaur, but I do think he is more explicitly a dinosaur than what Godzilla is.
Godzilla.
And Godzilla.
Yeah. I feel like they call him maybe a dinosaur in the show. Remember that episode where there's like the big like standee Reptar that's like, halt, I am Reptar or something like that. Or then there's like the ape that fights it. That's a great episode where they're trapped in the toy store. I love Rugrats. We should just talk about Rugrats instead of whatever we roll for the rest of the question. How about that episode where we all learned about Hanukkah through Rugrats? That's still to this day. The only thing I know about matzah is that there's no yeast in it because of Rugrats. There's a part.
Good show, man.
Yeah. All right. Honorable mentions, I want to throw out dishonorable mention to Arlo from The Good Dinosaur. His knees gross me out. He's fucking gross looking. And
also just a not so great movie.
You're right. It's not so great, especially for Pixar. It does make me tear up a little bit, but that is only because of, oh my God, what's the name of the guy who plays the dad in it? He plays Commissioner Gordon in the Batman. He's in Westworld.
Oh.
He's Bernard. He doesn't see anything.
Oh, I love him.
I love him too. He's in American Fiction.
He has such a normal name.
I know.
Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey Wright.
I love Jeffrey Wright. He voices the dad, and he's got some line where at the beginning, he's like, if you got to take care of that critter, then you can put your paw on the board and you're like, take care of it like he's going to kill it. But then throughout the movie, he literally takes care of him. And then he gets back home and puts his stamp on there. And it gets me a little bit. It's beautiful. Yeah. Even though the movie sucks, it still gets me. Probably just because Dot watched it a bunch. And on that note, I'd also like to give dishonorable mention to Aladar from Dinosaur. All dinosaurs from the movie Dinosaur in general. I hate that movie.
I watched that movie shortly after it came out, and it's not good.
It's a weird one. It's like live action environment, but CG dinosaurs for stuff.
It's real weird.
It's very
Disney
odd.
was trying something.
They were. However, honorable mention to Dinosaur the Ride that it is like based on or whatever, which is gone now.
That one is very fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they recently got rid of it, right?
They did it, which is a huge bummer. Yeah. I know.
I liked that one.
So did I. Sorry, that was gross, but I had a lot of fun that came out. Everybody enjoy it. You're paying money for it. Okay.
Becca, did you have any honorable mentions?
Did you have anybody who you wanted to shine a light upon?
Land Before Time, Petrie is one of my faves. Actually, all the Land Before Time dinosaurs that Brooke didn't already claim, I think need a shout out because that movie's great.
Sarah's
Spike, and I love
Littlefoot.
her.
We gotta get them all.
Yeah.
How did anything ever look better than a leaf looked in that fucking movie, though?
Oh,
God,
right?
I wanted to
when
eat
he
a
sees
fucking
his
leaf.
mom's face in the leaf with the water in it.
So good.
Maybe we should watch that sometime soon.
We should. According to Brooke, it costs too much money.
Yeah, that was it, because the only other one I had on my list was Godzilla.
According to Becca.
Yeah, according to Becca.
It's never too much money for me.
It's not too much money for you. And Godzilla was on your list who didn't make it. But maybe we can give you the 1998 Godzilla, the Matthew Broderick one. That one's closer to looking like a dinosaur, at least. And I love that movie. I don't care what anybody says. All right, we got a question, folks, and we're going to answer it. And it was rolled by Kyle. Okay? We have 17 minutes for this question.
Proof that we've just locked him in the closet.
I thought
and taken
he
over
wasn't
his show.
available.
I know, you would think
Yeah.
so. Well, what's weird
up with
is
that?
he's actually not available on Friday, which you also won't be available, Brooke, I believe. You'll be gone for the same reason he'll be gone. And so when he said he wasn't available, naturally I said, okay, well, I'll just ask Brooke and Becca to do it on a different day, even though Brooke has the same excuse as you. So Kyle, our question, in honor of Ceramica, and he's going to be mad he doesn't get to answer this one, I think. What are your go-to breakfast preferences in a diner? How do you like your eggs? Pancakes, waffles, French toast, crepes, crispy or soft bacon? You can expand beyond the diner because we got 17 minutes to discuss this, and our time starts now. I think we got.
I love breakfast. Breakfast is my favorite meal.
Everybody loves
Picking
breakfast. This is the easiest topic ever
best.
for 17 minutes.
Eggs are my favorite food. Poached, number one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Over easy, sunny side up.
I'm against poaching of all kinds personally, but that, I mean, look.
Only poached
I've
eggs.
never had a poached egg.
I don't think I have either.
Ever? You've never had an Eggs Benedict?
Well, I've eaten breakfast with you so many times. It would be weird if I've never taken a bite to try your dish.
You must have.
So I feel like I must have, but maybe never I've never ordered one. So it's not sticking.
Eggs Benedict is my favorite breakfast. It's not really diner breakfast though.
That's true. You don't go to a diner for eggs, Benny.
Yeah.
Are we? So we're initially sticking with
I
a
say
diner.
we go for diner. We expand if we have to. I'm going to throw this out right away. Controversial based on this conversation we were just having. I don't really love eggs. I fuck them.
So wrong.
Take them or leave them. They're nothing to me. All right. They're just.
You're just so
there.
wrong.
I'm sorry. I wish I loved
They're literally
eggs.
my favorite.
They're such a great relatively cheap source of protein, that's such a wonderful thing to enjoy. I wish I enjoyed them, but
there's nothing better than some yolk, some drizzly yolk. Ugh.
I view eggs as like the homework I have to get through to enjoy the rest of my breakfast most of the time. That's what I think of it. Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. It's
they're not
crazy.
my favorite, but they're definitely not like the homework I have to get through.
If I don't, especially if I don't have toast, like if I have toast, I can deal with eggs a little bit more because I get that texture of toast to add to it.
Okay. Favorite kind of toast?
That's big.
What brand? They're not brand. What variety?
What variety?
Sourdough.
Sourdough?
Sourdough's amazing.
Sourdough bread just rocks.
Cinnamon sugar toast is also amazing.
Very good.
That. I'm a
I have
classic.
not had that until a year ago.
I'm a classic. I mean, if I'm at home, this is at home, not a diner question, but I'm just a classic wheat toast, peanut butter on it kind of guy. I love some peanut butter toast in the morning.
I like to do wheat toast and then half of it with peanut butter, half of it with jam, and then you go a little bit of both.
Yeah, you can.
Can you just fold it in half at that point?
No,
and just
absolutely not. It gets too. Then it's getting smushed.
You get so crumbs.
Because
you
want a lot. You want a lot on top.
Mm-hmm.
So if you smush
it, it's a thick layer. I gotcha.
Yeah.
I love breakfast sandwiches so much. They're just such solid choices. So that's got the toast, the egg, the cheese. I usually go sausage on a breakfast sandwich just because bacon tends to be very variable where you'll bite into it and a big chunk will come out and then you don't have it for the rest of your sandwich.
And if I'm ordering it at a restaurant too, I feel like bacon is often very hit or miss at another location. Yes. You know what you're getting with a sausage patty, but sometimes you get sometimes there's enough bacon for a sandwich. Sometimes it's the thinnest crap you've ever had. And you're I spent
barely cooked because it's pre-cooked.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's just kind of warmed up.
Mm-hmm.
Crispy bacon is obviously the correct answer.
Crispy bacon is amazing. The crispier, the better. I hate floppy, chewy bacon. I'm what am I doing? And just have ham at that point.
Good point. It's a good point. I'm not as...
Scott, are you contrarian?
No, not contrarian. I prefer crispy for sure. But I'm not if it's a little floppy, I'm not going to kick it out of bed. I understand.
No, it doesn't have to there's no test. If it flops a little,
exactly.
It's all right. But it has to have a little crisp.
I do need a little bit of crisp.
It's got to have some crisp, yeah.
We need some rigidity.
There's
Yes.
Yeah, there's some rigidity, some structural integrity is needed. There's been places, I think I was on a cruise maybe. I don't remember. It was some where they were making an insane quantity all at once and they steamed their bacon and it was the worst abomination that I have ever witnessed.
Absolutely.
That sounds like something that somebody who has never cooked in their life would do. On Arrested Development, Lindsay would steam the bacon.
Yes.
Yeah. Thinking it's healthier or something.
I will say another favorite food for me is chicken and waffles, which I had not had until like within the last 5 years or so. And it is God's combination of sweet and savory is so good.
A good chicken and waffle is
good chicken and waffle. Oh, when they're like bad,
there are bad ones though.
There are very bad ones out there that are very disappointing. Like if you can screw up chicken that bad, you're an abomination.
Because the chicken has to be extra crispy because by the time you put syrup on it.
That's why I always why I always make my chicken and waffles with dino nuggets that have lots of appendages so that it'll be crispy enough for the chicken and waffles.
Oh my gosh, this is genius, honestly.
Dino nuggets with Eggo waffles, my preferred version of chicken and waffles.
I feel like you got to go with the waffle strips. I don't know what brand that is, but aren't there like the
Dunkers?
Waffle, the Dunker things? Yeah, do that with.
That's a good idea. Okay, I want to, while we're on the subject of waffles, I want to get our rulings on waffles, pancakes, crepes, French toast. Where do we put these in their hierarchy? I'm a rare sort in that I'm a French toast man. I love French toast. I know.
I love French toast too.
It's the pauper's food. It's for peasants. I understand. It's, it was created for the poor, and I am the poor, and I love French toast. My mom would always make French toast.
Was it created for the poor, or are you just being a weirdo?
Tilly taught me that once when I told her I love French toast, and she hit me with like it was invented for like poor people using scraps of bread, and I said, well, I'm not a fucking elitist, Tilly, so I'll still eat it. It's delicious.
I guess probably a way to use like a day old bread or like slightly stale bread.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. My issue with French toast. So I like it in theory, and I like it if I can have some control over it, like unshockingly. But the issue I have is that so many people will make it like kind of soggy and smushy, and if it's too soggy and smushy, I can't do it texturally. I want it so that they fry it enough or pan-sear it enough that it gets a crust, like a crispy crust on it.
Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. So many people
do it wrong. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you want that like soft pillowiness on the inside and then crispy on the outside.
I'm not a big sweets breakfast person. I just don't eat that much like sweets in general anymore. I'm a very like salty snack gal.
You are
spicy.
salty.
I do think of you as a bit of a salty gal.
That's what they say. So salty.
I love I see Brooke, and that's salty redhead Brooke. That's what we all call her.
But if I'm gonna pick one of those, it's gonna be a waffle, because then you can spread like the butter and the little butter gum, little lumps get in there, and then you put some syrup on.
It's interesting because I agree. I put waffle probably next on my list, and I loved that butter, but I never put butter on pancakes. I feel like even though I feel like
I never put butter on pancakes or waffles. Really? I'm not against it. I just don't seek it out. I don't know, like the syrup or whatever the drizzly thing is enough for me. I don't know.
I'm an odd sort too, in that I joked about Eggo waffles, but I kind of prefer a frozen waffle to like a waffle made in a waffle maker, specifically because you can get a very crunchy waffle.
Well, that's what. Yeah, they're so crunchy. I totally get that. Yeah.
No,
I think
I'd eat it.
Oh, I'm sorry, Brooke. Yeah, they're good, man. I like them.
Hell yeah.
I would say my list, because I'm a crunchy lover, is I would do waffles first for me, just because they're consistently crunchy. And then I do love pancakes and the pillowy goodness, but like I also love it when they can get that little crispy like edge around them too, from being cooked in, like, especially if you do it in butter. It's really good.
Ooh, that sounds
so obviously good. I'm wanting something with crispiness on it.
She likes a crisp.
But
okay, so then how about
I like the crisp.
How about this for crisp? What's your preferred hash brown format?
Oh, this is a huge
Do you like
question.
them like a McDonald's patty, or you like them all nice and crispy, top off of the grill? Or what about home fries? They kind of lump them in with the same sort of vibe.
No, I hate home fries.
I'm not a fan either.
They're
what is that? Just the big fries? Like the big fries?
Just that big wedge thing? Right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. No, because there's so much smush to crisp ratio on there. But when McDonald's hash browns are fresh, holy crap, are they good with that extra crispiness? Oh. Like, you do have a window of when you have to ingest it before the grease saturates. Most
McDonald's food loses its like chemical integrity after about like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But my issue with when you get it at a diner and that the hash browns are like the skillet style is that often they put it in there too thick.
And then you get a bunch of like
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a lot of that don't have any crisp to them.
No.
So if they spread that out a little bit more so that there's true sear on like every bite of potatoes, I am a happy camper.
What you just described is my number one.
Mm-hmm.
Like the processed, like really thin little strips of potatoes.
Yes, that
like
is so good.
All crispy.
Yes. Yeah. And do you guys, are you adding anything to them when you do it?
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce for sure for me. Some people add ketchup. I think that's kind of insane, but
I do either I just have it straight up or maybe ketchup because it's like a fry. But like honestly, I'm usually just like enjoying the crispiness of it.
I want
hot sauce, maybe sour cream. That might make me weird, but I like sour cream
it's like
with
a
like
baked
a potato.
I guess
kind of
it makes sense. Yeah.
It's like an homage to like the like German potato pancakes. You would eat it with applesauce and sour cream.
Ooh.
Is that a latke? I love latkes.
It's in the same family, but I don't think that's the German varietal. Okay. But yes,
I do love a latke. Trader Joe's used to sell them frozen, and they stopped, and it broke my heart.
Oh, they're so good. Those are like the best. Yeah, dipping it. I love applesauce, apple products in general. So that kind of combination, especially with a little sour cream.
Do you ever go?
It is great.
You ever go to head over to Cracker Barrel, get yourself the pancakes with the apple on top? Apple butter, or even you can get like the apple, it's like.
No, I didn't know this was a thing.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Back when I used to eat like sweet stuff for breakfast more often, my go-to was the Cracker Barrel blueberry pancakes with the blueberry syrup. Those were really good.
Does sound good.
I have to circle us back to put somebody on blast, and this is sort of off topic, but thinking about ketchup made me think about this. I watched my brother-in-law at a family event make a sandwich that was lettuce, turkey, cheese, mayo, or maybe no mayo, and just ketchup. He put ketchup on a turkey sandwich. Does that feel fucking insane to anybody else? Because
I'm not a big ketchup person. That sounds terrible.
I can't imagine putting ketchup on like a cold cut sandwich.
That condiment.
It doesn't sound bad, but I wouldn't do it. Like, because it seems like to me, like, what's the difference between that and just putting like a slice of tomato? Because I'm not a raw tomato fan.
Me either.
So if I ever have a choice, I leave it off sandwiches.
I love raw tomatoes and I don't like ketchup. So I think they're very different.
I guess it's true. I don't like raw tomato and I like ketchup. So
and I also like ketchup and I don't like raw tomatoes. So this does check out that they are different.
Okay. All right. So my theory's but like I guess I've never tried it. So like I don't know. Maybe
it's just too sweet.
It
it's
feels
too
like
sweet to be the main condiment.
Maybe I'm not huge on like sliced turkey, deli turkey anyway, but there's something
I don't really
about
like sliced turkey either. It's so dry.
Well, it's that or it's like if it's like cold cut slices, sometimes they're like slimy kind of feeling. And I'm thinking about
it's like that slimy wet or like super dry.
Ketchup,
and sometimes the same.
That slime plus ketchup, it just doesn't sound appealing to me at all. So I just needed to vent about that and how
I thought you were going to put Brooke or I
No.
blast.
I thought the same thing.
I would never.
Is this like, what did we say that was going to put us on blast?
I would never put either of you on blast. Not while you're on the show. Only behind your back.
That's true. When we can't defend ourselves.
Yes, exactly. That's how I like
Only when we can't defend ourselves, yeah.
All right, Len, let's circle. We got 4 minutes left. I want to circle back to breakfast talk and ask you guys, what do you put in your omelets? Do you do omelets?
Love an omelet.
I don't do omelets that often, honestly.
I don't do them that often, but I love like when you go on vacation and there's like a breakfast bar or whatever, and there's like a little omelet bar. Love that.
See,
ham, cheese, green onions, mushroom, tomato. Hot sauce on top.
It does, other than the tomato. I'm going to be honest. It's just...
Yep.
I always want to love tomato, and I try it, and I put it on stuff all the time. So often, I'll get a burger or a sandwich with tomato because I should get all the veggies that come on this, and then I just pick them off. I'll take 2 bites, and I'm like, I fucking hate these tomatoes. Get them out of here.
They slide around.
Yes.
They like dominate texturally.
Diced tomatoes are the prime tomato. You dice them, not slice.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah. See, like tomatoes in an omelet works for me because they get heated up, so they lose some of that like.
Well, I hate that when you get a tomato slice and it's like still like feels half frozen or something in the middle on a sandwich. Sometimes that is the fucking worst.
Yeah.
I like them warmed up a little bit. I'm with you.
So I love scrambled eggs. This is going to sound weird, but I love scrambled egg to that form. But omelets to me so often when I've had them have been dry feeling, like they've been overcooked or something.
Sure.
So I think like my preferred format would be like a scrambled eggs with cheese, and that would be the closest I would get to choosing an omelet because of just how they tend to dry out.
like a garbage skillet, like a
I love like garbage skillets.
Scrambled eggs with just all the stuff on top. So it's not an omelet, but it's got all the omelet things.
Yeah. A deconstructed omelet, as they would say on a cooking show.
Yeah, basically.
At a diner, they call it garbage skillet.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago, I had one that had, it was the garbage skillet, but it had chimichurri sauce in it with and then steak pieces. And it was so stinking good.
That sounds really good.
It was, and they had like pickled peppers in there too, which is the only way that I will eat sweet peppers voluntarily.
Are you trying to find a Peter Piper joke? Is that what your eyes are darting around about, Scott?
No. That's good. I was thinking about if I like steak with eggs. I don't know if I've ever had steak with eggs. And I was like,
I love steak and eggs.
It felt weird to me because I'm thinking like I'm mixing cow with like baby chicken or whatever. But then I'm like, but I eat like pork products with it. So I guess it's not that weird. But I just don't know that I've ever really had steak in a breakfast context myself.
This isn't steak, but there's a place in town that has like Greek. It's like a Greek diner type thing. And they have a gyro skillet. So it's like potatoes with gyro meat and feta and an egg. And it's really good.
I love some feta.
I'm so hungry right now, you guys.
I know.
This is like...
I had two.
Should we just go over and get skillets?
I had two frozen hash brown patties right before this. They weren't frozen when I had them. They
still frozen.
Yeah. No, the opposite. Well, here's what happened. I put them in the air fryer like an hour ago to eat after I finished some like editing stuff I was working on, and then I completely forgot about them until like right before the call, and I was like, I ran downstairs like they're still a little warm, so I guess I will eat them still. They were not good.
I'd have done the same thing.
They were not good. I don't recommend it. I recommend eating them
That's
fresh.
The problem. Like potato products there's a window, man, of like deliciousness with them.
Yeah, I definitely was outside of that window that we would describe as acceptable for McDonald's. I was far outside of that, but I needed sustenance before this call. So
that was a smart move. I definitely should have eaten something before we recorded.
I feel like
especially with this topic.
I know, right?
Shout out to Diner Coffee. That is one of my favorite. Just to have I'm a big like coffee fan in general, but just having that like continuous pour of people just popping by to like warm up my mug on there is just like, that's the best. Like even if it's not good, it's the best. I love it.
I'm with you. Okay, we got 15 seconds. What's your go-to chain diner? You go IHOP, Cracker Barrel, Denny's?
Oh, I don't know if I have a...
I'm going IHOP because I'm an international man.
What's the one that's always off of the highways?
Waffle Bob
House.
Evans, Waffle House. Waffle House is a great answer. And time is up on this question. And that means time's up on the Tall Tavern Triple 3020 Talk Show for this week. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for subscribing. Please continue to do so. Keep your eyes on the feed for whatever adventure is coming next. There's something down the line. Memories not included. You'll hear more about that whenever Kyle's back and he says we can talk about it maybe. And also come to my Twitch streams for Dokimon. I got to go pick up my kid. I love you. Have a great rest of your day. Say goodbye, Becca and Brooke.
Bye.
Oh, that was lovely.